Let's add some of these indented objects to the TaskQueue item constructor and destructor so we can see when these TaskQueue item objects are being created and destroyed. So copy the same debug code we've been using in all of the member functions and just change the name of the function. So let's go to one that contains a member variable. Here we go. This one's cool. We'll remove this thing in a minute. Grab this and update the constructor. Just put it right after the tree listener, or put it before it. Get rid of this guy. Now we need to declare a destructor. So let's add that guy right here. TaskQueue item, and insert that here. And now we can paste it here. And let's change the name. Actually, let's change the text altogether. We will do, let's see. Let's do the name of the constructor. And we'll say it's creating, and then make name tree, and we'll say what this is. Like that. All right, and we'll do the same thing here. We'll do, copy this, replace this line, and we'll give it the destructor and say destroying, like that. All right, let's build it, run it, and test it by adding 3 nodes and performing a drag and drop. Okay, add 3 of these guys, 1, 2, 3, and drag 2 onto task 0 or task 1. We'll just go like that. Okay, task 0 item dropped. Let's look at this. Okay, so TaskQueue tree refresh sub items. Oh, look at this. TaskQueue tree refresh sub items is what caused task 2, task 1, and task 0 to be destroyed. And then it also caused task 0 to be created. Task 0 is trying to refresh any sub items it has. Task 1 gets created, and then task 1 has some sub items. And then we get value tree child added. And this is where task 2 gets created after task 0 tries to refresh its sub items. And this happens after the tree children are removed. Okay. So let's go to, let's see, we're going to add a breakpoint somewhere. Let me see where we're going to. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to add one more set of debug statements. We're going to do this in move items. Where is move items? Let's expand this. What we're going to do is we're going to put this right before this line and right before this line. We're going to add 2 different debug statements. And what we're going to do is we're going to print out the name of what is being removed from what and what is being added to whom. So let's do this. Let's add these guys first. So we'll do dbg. Let's get our indenter working. And we'll say we're going to do this same thing again. Oops, got an extra guy right there. We're basically going to print out this, except it's going to say, we're going to make it say something like this. It's going to say whatever v is, it's going to be the name of v, then it's going to do get parent, and then it's going to do the name of the parent, then remove child, and it's going to do the name of child. It's going to print this out. This is where we're going to do it. It's going to print, this is what it's going to print out. And then for this one, we're going to make it print out something similar as well. We'll do a new parent. Let's see, it's going to do new parent. Oh, I spelled that terribly. New parent name dot add child child name, and then it'll do insert index and then the undo manager, like that. So basically, we'll get to see this with, instead of we'll actually get to see what the names were for the tree for the value trees that were being used here. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do there. So let's see, make name v. All right, now we need this is our arrow, get parent colon, and then we want the name of the parent, which is gonna be let's see, that's gonna be make name, and then we want this guy right here. We want the parent of that. And then we want to do dot remove child. And then we will do make name. We'll do v again. And then let's see, comma undo manager. Just so we can basically see what this line of code exactly looks like. Semicolon, and let's give ourselves a blank line after it. So that's what that's gonna do. Let's do that one more time for the add child guy. So we'll do dbg indenter, and then we'll do this line, and we're gonna quote certain parts of it. Okay, so new parent, let's replace that with make name new parent. And then add a quote here, quote there, make name. And we want to get this comma looking right, the space, insert our insert index. Let's do the same thing again with the comma, space bar, and actually that's good right there. Now we just need to close her off. Close that guy off, like that. And we'll add our line after it. So let's add a breakpoint right here, right before this debug thing happens, so we can actually step over it and check out what the output is going to be. So we'll build and run. We're going to add 3 nodes again, then we're going to drag and drop task 2 onto task 0. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Now we drag this. This is going to trigger that breakpoint. Okay, so now we can step over this and see what we get. Just step on over that line. Okay, TaskQueue items, move items, task 2, get parents, remove child. Okay, so TaskQueue tree is going to have task 2 removed from it. Okay, let's keep going. Let's step over that, step over this remove child call, and let's see what happens. Ah, we got a whole bunch of stuff happening. So this remove child call right here, we can see where task 0 gets created. Notice that here is where we started our task 0 drop. We were dropping task 2 onto task 0. And right here, task 0 got destroyed and recreated. All because of this remove child call. Okay. So we definitely entered into undefined behavior territory with this stuff right here. Okay, when we're trying to call get num sub items on this instance of TaskQueue item, and clearly in this move items call, it has been deleted. All right, now that we know that this is destroyed after move items is called inside item dropped, we can plan a solution.